Hey everyone, welcome back. This is episode 28 of Trading to a Million by JPS Trading. The date is, we got the 6th of October. This is Tuesday, so straight back into a working week. Hope everyone didn't have too much of a big weekend. But anyway, just getting back into it. So we've got a position just to go long here early this morning. So this is about 8 a.m. You probably heard me mention in the previous video about daylight savings and the effect that's having on the market just for the next month. Obviously, yeah, as I said in the last video, guys, let me know what you guys are thinking. Like, comment, and subscribe as well. Really enjoying this. But back to daylight savings. So, look, for the next month, I took this as maybe I could have an extra hour of sleep in, but I'm actually using it to maybe I can get up a little bit earlier without feeling it too much to potentially get an advantage, which look, we got a long position here, and right at this moment it seems like it is moving in our favor. And look, the futures haven't opened yet, as you guys are probably aware that generally at about 8 a.m. is our first volatility spike, so we won't be getting that for the next month to about the 5th of November till about 9 a.m. So this was a little bit unexpected, so obviously I got a nice long position, but seeing this was obviously, beg my pardon, obviously pretty encouraging with that. So look, I was happy to go with it. But yeah, half an hour before the actual futures open, it is very odd for the ASX to be pricing in a move like this. As you guys will see in the coming minutes, how this plays out actually. That's, look, the market can do some extremely crazy things before market opens. So look, at the peak I was pretty close to about $100 in profit. In hindsight, maybe this would have been a good opportunity. Look, just take the money off the table and just wait for the next opportunity to present itself. But no, not in the avid trader's mind that we have. My mentality was this is going to keep going. Let it run, which is obviously fine. Look, it's good to let your winners run, and look, there's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. Obviously, over the long run, that really works out well in your favor. But I think obviously all of us can learn a little bit more, definitely, to when we're in profit and we're not exactly expecting it to be going as quickly to the way that we're seeing. We need to think about it logically and maybe cover ourselves as tightly as possible, which, look, I didn't exactly do here. I believe I actually had an order to buy some more if it decided to come back into the downside. So look, around here I probably should have covered straight away at 59.80. Like, that just should have been a given. I didn't, unfortunately, and obviously look, you can see how quickly it turns. Like, we're about 15 minutes to 9 a.m. and look, now it's deciding the futures aren't going to be opening as high as what we thought. So, and look, as a trader, you get stuck in this decision now, and you're like, well, what do I do? Like, I was up $90 or $100, and now I'm, in the low tens. And that's not exactly a good position to be in, because, if this decides just to, look, this could open at 9 a.m. and push aggressively to the downside, and now we're in a losing trade. So this is something that, look, this week there's going to be a few losses that you guys are going to see, and look, it's not as nice to watch losses as it is to see glorious profits, which I agree with you 100%. But look, I really encourage you guys, definitely pay really close attention this week, just so you can learn from certain mistakes that I'm making, and obviously use it to your advantage. So another reason why I'm doing this series is, look, it's actually for my own benefit as well. So if I decide, or if I see that my trading isn't performing as well as what I'm used to, or I'm feeling like I'm not following the strategy as adequately as what I would like, I can use these videos. Obviously, they're published on the internet. I can use them as reference. I can go back and sort of see where things are going wrong, or my decisions are starting to falter a little bit. So coming back here, we've got about 30 seconds to the domestic futures open, so I'm pretty interested for this. And look, there's a level there that I've marked on TradingView, which is about 59.70, I believe it was. So that was a key level that I'm looking for. But look, seeing that candle that I saw there, I decided to say, look, maybe this is just going to move to the downside. So I decided to take it out and take my cover order out as well. But look, I was still pretty keen with this markets, that I was thinking, look, I think today we could go through 6,000. So basically, I let the market open and it dipped. But to my own detriment, that wasn't exactly like it says 9:50, but the market didn't exactly open at the right time, so I jumped the gun a little bit early. But look, I was still happy to get in. Like, the market hadn't been down here since about 7 a.m. So I was pretty happy just to get a long position and hold it. Obviously, I was looking for a pretty quick recovery. So market opened up a little bit down. From here, I was obviously anticipating, or more or less hoping, that the market was going to be open stronger. I knew there was definitely going to be some resistance, or the market was going to struggle a little bit broader going through this 59.70. But I thought with the lead that we had from Wall Street, which, if you remember, on Monday night or Tuesday morning, it was a pretty good run. And look, the futures in the US market, as you can see on that list there, were still performing quite well. And you got the New Zealand as well, up about 0.8% thereabouts. So there was definitely some encouraging signs that we're going to go on a bit of a run. And look, seeing this price action that you're seeing there, obviously you're getting some bullish bars upon bullish bars, gradually increasing like minor stairs. That was encouraging to see. I was just basically looking for a level where, well, I was more or less looking for the price action here, where I could see where people who were short were starting to get stopped out. So what happens here is, when people have gone short and they're expecting the market to go downside, if the market starts to go against them, there's going to be a level where they're going to need to cash that in or take a stop. And the way to cash in a short is, well, in essence, how it works in the market, it's actually buying. So basically, once you've got these bullish bars and they start taking out the stops, and then obviously the market continues moving in that favor, just inflating it further. So I was hoping that was going to pass 59.70. But as we can see here, it's reversed. So look, I decided just to take my money off the table. That's a really frustrating loss. Even though I had a small profit that I did take earlier in the day, which could have been a lot better. I let this trade get away from me. I probably should have had my covers a little bit earlier, or I really should have waited a little bit longer. But look, sometimes obviously this mentality is something that we need to keep our eyes on. And look, it really didn't work in my favor today, unfortunately. So look, the loss that I'm taking is nothing major. We're sitting, pretty close to 100. I was looking, and if that was going to break 100, I was like, okay, I think it's time just to get out, as you can see there. So, ended the day on the loss, unfortunately. But look, sometimes it goes that way. We just need to make sure that our losing days are a lot smaller than obviously our winning days, which, look, hopefully I look forward to providing you some winning days in the future. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.